Will you ever leave your husband for cheating?
No. 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 Me. No.
Promise ke le re feng pelo eo na never na dipeke.
You no got it all shem. O re jona le monna ka ke mo tlogele. Na o ka itshola.
O ka se ke?
No, na ke tlo tsamaisa ke mabaka ka mo lenyalong. Ya ke tlo tsamaisa ke tumi. And why I'm saying that is because tumunya ka position yaka, that's the thing. You're not just there to date my husband, because if you were just dating my husband, I wouldn't know about you, Tumi.
Thokozani sanibonani guys. This is Ugogo's Koteni Insizwa Dlamini/Shange. Welcome to the Venting Podcast. Well, guys, before we continue, please do not forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and also you can become one of the family members by subscribing and paying monthly. It's less than 20 rand. Guys, listen, ne? I am a Sangoma by profession. So if you need any assistance, if you need consultations, there's a number on the screen. Also, I'm selling products. Awukwazi ukuba nesichitho ngikhona, awukwazi ukushiwa indoda ngikhona, bheka awukwazi nje ukuba seyinkingeni ube nenkinga ngikhona. I was born for this, and that's what I do for a living. There's a number on the screen, and also you can buy any of my products. We do courier to your doorstep. Please do not do my cash sends. I don't do cash sends. Please don't deposit money to any account. You will be scammed. So there's a number on the screen. That's where you find me. If you need any of my products, there's a website. It's www.gogoskoteni.co.za. That's where you find me. Well, today I have a guest, ne? And this guest, I don't want to introduce this guest. I guess introduce guys.
Hi, Gogo.
How are you, darling?
I'm good.
Who are you?
Do I really need to introduce myself
Please.
at this point?
Please.
So, I'm Promise. Makunyane. I'm also known as Mrs. Law.
Oh, why Mrs. Law?
My husband's name is Lawrence.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
So, I don't know if you want to know about my background and everything, where I'm from.
Yes, what do you do for a living?
Yeah. So, I'm originally from Limpopo. I'm from a small, it's not small though, like I'm from Limpopo, a village called Tafokop, Mupudu, and I'm coming from a family of 7 siblings, and my mom and my dad. They've been married for 37 years, and I'm highlighting that because I'm about that. So I'm a product of 37 years of marriage.
Okay.
So they're both still alive. I went to school in our town, little town, back home, Grabbersdal. I'm a University of South Africa alumni. And currently, I'm a digital content creator. I'm a brand influencer. I'm also a businesswoman. I run a errands and concierge company called Mel's Errands and Concierge. Just not long ago, I'm a reality show star.
Okay. All right.
I have to put it out there because that's a new title.
Okay.
So that's that as well. And I actually do have a 9 to 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I work for a global company. I work as a campaign coordinator. So I work in the influencer marketing unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Promise, we're talking about an entrepreneur, a businesswoman in total. So are you married?
I'm married. That's why I'm Mrs. Law. I'm married to my husband, Lawrence.
Okay.
Makunyane for 5 years this year, yeah.
Okay, and how many kids do you have?
I've got 2 adorable toddlers. I'm a mom of 2 under 4. I'm exhausted. I need help. I'm like tired. I don't know how moms do it, but yeah, I've got 2 beautiful a son and a daughter. And actually today is my son's birthday. He's
Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday.
You.
Promise. Now I want to get straight to the point.
Obviously, Coco.
I promise. Hey. No, I want to get straight to the point. Ne? Please explain to me, ne? Why are you always trending on TikTok for the wrong reasons?
I think people just want to take me out of context. because my message is the right message, but people are after tarnishing my name, taking my brand the other way around, and that's how it comes out as the wrong reasons. But I push marriages, I push healthy Black families, I push our husbands. I think we've been bashing our husbands for a long time. It's always men are trash, men are this, but a Black man is not celebrated. And I want us to celebrate our husbands, but people don't like that. And most wives, they don't like my content. Not most. Other wives, they don't like my content because I talk about the realities of marriages. I'm not going to come there and say, I'm this perfect wife or whatever. I'm going to tell you that I have stepkids. I'm going to tell you that I'm facing this, I'm facing that, So some wives that do not like me, they're feeling that I'm exposing what is perfection to them. Like outside people don't need to know anything else than the fact that we are happy, everything is rosy and stuff. And some divorced women, they hate me because I'm showing them what could have in their own lives, Sometimes maybe by taller, and when I'm there, I'm striving in my marriage, I'm making things work. Maybe it's like, actually, I could have stayed. Actually, maybe I was not in such a bad situation, And also maybe I'm triggering them, the reason why they left. Or, don't talk about this because that's the reason why I left my marriage, And side chicks, obvious.
Okay, let's start. Yeah. Let's start here on you went to Dubai.
I went to Dubai, yes.
And when you got to Dubai, you went to a Rolex.
And that's where everything started.
That's where everything started.
So last year, November 2022, my husband went to Dubai first in February 2022.
Okay.
When he got there, he was like, my wife will love this city. I have to bring her here. So that's when now he told me that for our anniversary, I want to take you to Dubai so that you can experience the city. And Dubai is Dubai, guys. Like, Dubai is
obvious.
Dubai needs to go to Dubai. But we're going with our husband, so we don't do the makaka part of it, So we went to Dubai for our anniversary. We're celebrating 4th year wedding anniversary. We went there. And on this particular day, we went to Burj Khalifa. That's I think the tallest building in the world.
Mm-hmm.
When we went there, it's inside Dubai Mall. After seeing the building, we came out. My husband loves luxury. So we went to Dubai Mall. We went to the luxury side of it. We're shopping, checking, and doing everything. We ended up going into Rolex. Mm-hmm. When we got to Rolex, as always, my husband is asking about the watches and stuff. So that guy tells my husband, these watches that are here are actually on exhibition. We don't have stock. We've been out of stock for the past 3 to 4 years.
What?
These watches, like, literally. So namola, I get navela sin namuto luxury. I'm just there. Capilla my husband. Ya calculate again. 3 years. Mark you kokos kotena putulla malova. What's going on?
Unboxer Rolex.
Unboxer. And it was at a time where a lot of South Africans were unboxing Rolexes, Fair. Maybe in South Africa there are Rolexes, right? Maybe there is stock in South Africa. My question was that if there is stock in South Africa and there has been out of stock, Dubai have been out of stock for the past 3 years, let's say, why would those Arab men and women, those are money, they're wealthy people, won't they go all across the world to look for
get
it? Because for them it's not luxury. It's like, if I'm going to wear a Tempo, they wear Rolex as a watch.
Yeah.
Like as their everyday watch. So don't you think they would have came to South Africa to stock out? Don't you think they would have went to Australia to stock out? Like, the maths is not mathing. I was just coming from there, that unboxer if the hub, like Dubai is the hub of luxury, brand and whatever, lavish. Habanali ona for the past 3 years. Ukabe basatla South Africa to come and shop for the Rolexes. No, man. So I made the video.
So are you saying South Africans who have been unboxing for the past 3 years, unboxing Rolex, it's a fake Rolex?
Well, I did not say that.
What are you saying?
I went further in my content when it was now blowing out. I was like, okay, guys, if you have a Rolex, you are taking me, bring your certificate. So
when you buy a Rolex, you get a certificate.
Yes,
all right.
Get a certificate. Just bring your certificate. And if you bought it from a reseller, bring the reseller certificate. Ha re bone, tla re prove-elaneng he. Akere le nkisitse mo.
Did they prove? Two?
I'm still waiting. Only one lady who's not even a celebrity, produced the receipt. For her and her husband, it was close to 2 Rolex watches. They were close to 500K. Are Mrs. Law, o ka ba tloela ba bantsi, o ka ba tloela ma celebrity. Hi rena di under G.
Yes.
Ashe. I'm for bohlatsa. I was like,
Okay.
Thobela.
Yeah, no, moving on to that. After that, I saw you went on TikTok and you had a clash, Lerato Kganyago. What was happening there?
Oh my gosh, the LKG. So what had happened was, I made...
Promise you I'll show my weight.
No. Koko, you know what? Then I keep saying, maybe after this, maybe there is something, because I'm always been taken out of context. You know, I'll say a little thing, just like when I spoke about the Rolex. That thing blew out. People are talking about fake things every day. Why should it blow out like that? Because I'm the one saying it, you know? Anyway,
Okay.
Lerato Kganyago. I can't remember what the conversation was about. And some lady said, we've got millionaires. Like, it was not even about her. I don't know why. It's just about Lerato Kganyago, because that person said there are millionaires like Lerato Kganyago, Bloom Bombo, and Ayanda Tabete that are, there are celebrities that are millionaires like those people, but habana pride.
Okay.
So now I responded. I was like, okay. It's so sad that people think just because you see people in TV, then they thinking that they're millionaires. Not that they don't have money. I'm saying millionaires, billionaires or whatever, you know. So that's where I was saying. So Lerato, out of those 3 people, LKG responded. So now I was responding to her. Because I was responding to a comment about her. She came to respond to me.
And what did she say?
What did she say? She said... What I remember is that muthu oya Dubai, haya di Dubai una ono kena na leng chelete ale one. I'm like, I'm like sure. Na ibila zanga kere na le chelete, you know. So she said a lot of things, and I can't even remember those things.
So it was a back and forth kind of vibe.
It was a back and forth. Like she said a mouthful actually. That muthu ya Dubai una gana go batho ba bana di chelete. What? Then after that, it's the victim mentality. That I'm always being attacked. I'm like, gosh.
So do you think Lerato Kganyago is intimidated by your lifestyle?
No, I don't think so. I don't think she even knows me. She was just tagged on my thing. I don't think she knows me, but now she does.
Oh.
But now she does.
Okay, after this whole thing.
Obviously now.
So how did you close it?
I did not close it. We just stopped talking. I just left it like that.
You blocked each other?
I blocked her on Instagram that I know, and I think she blocked. I did not even check her on TikTok, but maybe she blocked me. I don't know, but I blocked her on Instagram.
No, what is going on with this narrative of you going around and saying my husband this, my husband that, to such an extent that you even went and had an event about it?
So, my husband this, my husband that is my baby. Okay. And apparently there's someone that is going around saying that it's her baby. TikTok. The person that made a whole video, this woman that has made a whole video, hore, na 7 months pregnant, blah, 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 you know?
Okay, yeah.
So I made a video. Gadi, I remember the date. It was the 7th. I'll show you on my phone. And even anyone else can go and check the dates. On the 7th of April, I made a video. I was like, guys, because I would always get comments like, you always talking about your husband. Don't you have anything to do? Don't you have friends? Blah, blah, blah. So I made the video and said, guys, I don't understand why you guys are always saying like, oh, are you guys pressed why I'm always talking about my husband? You know, I stay with this person. This person does not owe my household, does not owe my ancestors, you know. Who fedite, like, you know. So I even titled that thing, my husband this, my husband that. Literally 3 days later, this woman makes a video. I'm so tired about people saying, my husband this, my husband that, my husband this, my husband that. Then somebody tagged me and said, promise, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, nah, I won't subscribe to midlife crisis content.
Are you saying that lady has midlife crisis?
Nope, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that I won't subscribe to midlife crisis content.
Okay.
If someone wants to pull it that way, it's free. It's a blanket. Pull it that way. Pull it that way. Pull it that way. But now I'm here. I'm saying I won't subscribe to that, because I would never understand why a married woman would get tired of some woman, another married woman talking about their husband. I will never understand that. At least if you are a divorcee, at least if you are a side chick, at least if you are not married. All right, wait talking to me. We are so tired of Monday. Wait, not Monday. Yeah. My husband this. But a married woman.
So are you saying there's nothing wrong about bragging? Actually, I brag a lot about my husband.
We know that.
I feel like he plays his own role in his own way. And when me bragging about my husband, I'm not saying he doesn't do anything that I don't like.
No.
I'm embracing the positive side of it.
100%.
So what is your initiative on that?
So for me, it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Black kings, we don't celebrate them anymore.
Yeah, you
and our husbands are trying. But try do me. And they're not perfect. They're not perfect. I'm not saying my husband is perfect. My husband is no. But I just want to focus on the goodness. And the day 2 years ago, I decided that I'm going to focus on the positivity of my marriage. And I've never lived this happy in my marriage. Because I just decided that this man does a lot, man. Emotionally, financially, he's trying. He's in this marriage, he's trying. Can I just focus on that and stop counting? I want to try. It gets tiring. So for me, it's that. My husband, they're not because he's perfect, but because he's trying.
So when you are in a fight with Queen Lee, what's along? Every day you and Queen Lee on TikTok, you are fighting. What's going on?
I think your question should be...
Queen Lee older than you?
I don't know her age, but it looks like that.
Okay.
But I think your question should be, why is she? Because now I'm seeing clips of her. April. This year. Our little back and forth. Yeah, April. That was the last time. I even deleted the responses I made to her. Because I had to go into her life. She stays in the South in the same estate as my friend's parents. She thinks I don't know her. She thinks I don't have anything to say about her. But I had to look at her family, look at like her husband, children, and be like, hi man, it will be like me talking about my grandparents, It will be like me talking about my grandfather and my grandmother. Morally, that won't be okay. That's how...
Are you saying Queen Lee is older enough to be your grandmother?
No, I don't know. I just said I don't know her age. I'm just making analogies.
No,
I'm just making analogies.
Okay.
But she needs to ask herself, and everyone else needs to ask themselves, why Promise never clapped back at her? I said when I was like, prove what you're saying, blah, 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 and I deleted them. People need to ask themselves, I will go Mpini in, but ask yourself why I didn't go to Mpini Nai. So it should be, I've never spoken. Ever since that day, I've never came online to speak about that girl. But till this day, it's still about Promise. Obsessed much. I don't know.
Do you guys have a history together?
No, she's from Lesotho. I don't know her. Like, I do not know her. How she came guns blazing about my life and fabricating my own story, it still baffles me.
Apparently, your husband cheated on you and impregnated somebody else.
That's what people are saying. And
what is the truth?
The truth is, it's in my reality show actually. But reality show, there is like cutting and editing. So the story won't be as
it is.
Yeah, as it
is. We are here now on the Venting podcast. Let's vent it out.
100%. And thank you for bringing me here,
You're welcome.
So the story is that, and also, okay, let me say the story. The story is that my husband never made any children. That's disclaimer. My husband never made children in our marriage.
Outside your marriage?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Never. We've been married for 5 years. There is no extramarital children.
Okay.
By that I mean kids that were made when we married.
Okay.
Fine. I met my husband 2009, but we started dating 2015. When I met him, we dated. We broke up. when we broke up, he dated this girl that they're talking about. They dated, and after dating, they made a child, and we were supposed to get married 2016. Maybe actually, let me put it well, because actually now people are just running with it. So I met my husband 2015. We started dating. There was this girl that he cheated with, right? And then I found out it was still the start. Like, it was a week in. And then now their thing ended. A week in, it ended. From 2015 until 2017, I've never heard about this girl. She has never been part of us. You know, there was no back and forth between me and her. So after I found out about her, it was done. I don't know if the relationship were done, but between us, it was done. Then when we broke up, we were supposed to get married 2016. And when we broke up, they dated again. My husband was still my boyfriend. There's still this thing that people are saying, they dated my husband. It's just an interchange between my then boyfriend and my husband. Like,
he was still a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Then.
So now I'm saying my husband because I'm used to calling him my husband.
Okay.
So that's why I think where people lost me in translation, you know, he was still my then boyfriend, you know. So we broke up a week before we got married. This girl,
Why?
Salary Mushia 2015. So
why did you guys break up before you married?
I don't want to speak about that.
Okay,
yeah,
move
that
forward.
one. It's not like it's got nothing to do with this.
Okay,
you know?
cool.
No.
No,
We
it's
didn't
fine.
break. And I'm just trying to make clear of that because people are thinking we broke up because of this girl. This girl, Salary Mutlora, like 2015. That week, that was the last time. And then we continued with our relationship. We planned getting married, and then we broke up 2016. The whole of 2017, we were not in a relationship.
Okay,
And-
wait. When you broke up with him,
Yeah.
before you got married, did he lobola that time? Did you break up after lobola or
A week before our Lobala celebration.
Okay, cool.
A
Now
week
it makes
before
sense.
his parents came to our house. Like
Now
we
I
set a date,
understand.
April
Okay.
2016. So we broke up, and then 2017 full, we were not together, and they like came back together. They had a relationship, and then that's when the child happened. And I don't want to speak about it. I just want to make it so clear that I'm not here to talk about somebody else's child. I'm not here to talk about that person. And the reason why I spoke about that person on my show, it's because that event was people from TikTok. And the people from TikTok knows what has been said about me, which is the 7 months pregnant lady, what. So the question was posed on the table as we are still going ahead with our agenda of the
because what
day.
we know, it's like you took somebody's husband.
100%. You know,
Okay,
that's
so-
what they're saying, you know.
Okay.
So those ladies ask me, Mrs. Law, we are here. We want to hear. We never had you defending yourself or disputing the whole thing. So that's when now I related the story. I know this happened like this, happened like this, happened like this. And that's how this lady came into my reality show. Not because I started a reality show to talk about her. Like, no. So yeah, we broke up. We got together. When we got together, my husband was like, yeah, the person that I was dating is pregnant. But then, and I'll repeat that because people are thinking that I'm stupid. They told me that the child is not her. They're not sure that the child is his, and then I believed it. But I won't go into details because I'm respecting the parties, you know. But that was the case. And that was the case also between them. That, let me actually leave that part. Let me leave that topic. It's not even for mine to speak about. But my boyfriend said, we're not sure if the child is mine, but obviously we'll have to find out, you know. So that's when.
And then you got back to your boyfriend.
I got back to my boyfriend, you know.
and then you got married.
Then we got married.
So the girl is left pregnant there.
Yes.
Okay.
So the girl was pregnant, and we got married. We got together 2018. We got married January 2018. We got married November, and it was not because we were getting married because of her or whatever. Like I said, this person was like just a cherry on. Like she was not a part of this whole thing, you know. And I think on my reality show, it came off as she was a big part. It was between me and her, you know. No, it was not that. It was not that. So fine. When we got back together, we picked up from 2016 Lobola negotiations. Not that we were now rushing because somebody's pregnant. Actually, we were going to get married anyway. So we're like, let's get married. Then by the end of the year, we got married. So, Mina, now, I'm not supposed to continue with my life plans because now there's this person, and then now this person is between me and her. No, it's never been between me and her.
So how does Queen Lee know about this girl? Because apparently Queen Lee said she's close to the girl, or she knows the girl, or I don't know. I might be lying though.
That's another thing. I don't know. I think she's originally from Lesotho, and us, we are from Tafelkop. So it looks like somebody that went to dig up information about me, and she was fed like a fabricated story. And she goes around saying, yeah, you see, I proved that I was right. I was like, but you said a fabricated story, doll. Like, that story is fabricated. And that's why I said, you will need to prove that I made a man leave a 7 months, 7 months pregnant lady. So she's saying that, yeah, her friends and family told me about her business. She must be careful of her friends and family. I'm like, stop lying. When I saw this, I'm like, stop lying. There's no friend of mine. There's no family of mine that will tell you that. And the reason why I'm saying that is not because I trust them, but because you've had a wrong story. Straight. I will know that my people told you.
Yeah, true.
Like, you came with a fabricated story and you're saying it's my friends. No. It could only be you got it from the horse's mouth, the other horse's mouth, or it can be at the horse, because there's no way somebody close to me will tell you that story that way. Because they know to me. They will tell you that, no, this is like this, it's like that, it's like that. But
so they'll tell you the truth.
Like, they will tell you the truth. And that's how I know that no friend of mine told you. No family of mine told you.
So you're being bashed. People are saying, how can you talk about that? A baby that belongs to your husband. What kind of a stepmother are you? What are you saying? That shows that at your household, you are having this thing of you are not taking care of your husband's kids, and your kids are your favorites when it comes to your husband. It's like you married your husband, but not with his baggage.
I'm not sure if his children are baggage. Just to start there, I've seen those comments, and I won't even respond to those comments because the parties involved know the truth, and that's why even the stories that have been said till this day.
Do you get along with your husband's kids?
Like, they're young, so I don't know, get along.
Oh.
They're small kids, you know. They're very small kids. And I don't want to talk about kids. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I don't talk about my own kids as well online.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
my husband's kids are small, you know. I had a relationship. I have a relationship with the first daughter.
Okay.
That's the one that I got him with.
Now, if you say you have a relationship with them, when I asked you how many kids you have, you said 2. You didn't mention your husband's kids. So on my side, when people ask me, people know that I have 6 kids. They think, what. They don't know that I'm saying 6 kids involving my husband's kids that I got him with. So are you not isolating your husband's kids? Like, when you're asked how many kids you have and you're like 2, why don't you say I have 4, including your husband's? Or is it a language maybe that you and your husband are comfortable with? He doesn't have a problem when you do that? Because I think mine would have a problem. Mine would feel like, why are you saying 2? Can't you aunt my kids, your kids?
I get what you're saying. But my question to you with what you're saying, and I respect that a lot, you know, it speaks of family, you know, you just involving everyone else. But my question is that, are the women saying they've got 4 kids, counting your husband's kids as well?
They're not married.
Oh, they're not. No. What I'm saying is that, how can I put this?
Nah, I'm married. I married my husband. He's married to me. And when I got married, I said, I do with what you have. Now, the baby mamas are not married yet. So what happens in their households, even if they are married, it's not part of what happens in my household.
100%.
So now when we say we are a family, when we plan, I'm like, my firstborn, I'll say my firstborn is my husband's kid. And secondborn, it depends who's older than who. So the reason why I'm asking you, is it because of maybe that's how you and your husband agreed on that?
until we have a common ground, until you will acknowledge
that you are there.
Not even just there. That I am your baby mama's wife, your baby daddy's wife. Not just I'm there. I'm not there. I'm your baby daddy's wife. When your kids go to that man's house, they're coming to my house. It's for your own benefit to make a relationship with me. I don't have to go around chasing a relationship with you, Dumi, as the baby mama.
Okay.
I don't have to do that. Do I really have to do that?
I think we are not the same. I did that.
Yeah.
I created a relationship with Monde's baby mamas.
Why? What was your reason? Because for me, I respect the fact that we are not okay. And if we are not okay, I won't shove myself or take over your kids and say they are my kids. Until I'm okay with the mother, I will never claim the mother's child. I will never do that.
I personally feel like I did it because I wanted the kids to continue having a relationship. Because remember, if the relationship is like this between me and their mothers, obviously my husband, like this is my home, this is my house. So if my husband is going to, this thing I felt like it was going to disturb a relationship between my husband and his kids.
How so though?
Because now, remember, the mother needs to tell the kids, and I'm there. No mother would allow their children to go to a stepmother that they don't get along with. So how will I love? With me, I had that thing, I cannot love
your husband, the
kids without loving their mother. If you don't love my mother, I don't think you'll love me.
100%. But is it really about love though? Is it really about love? Because I don't hate them. I don't hate her. I don't hate my husband's baby mamas. We just don't find common grounds.
Oh.
I don't hate them.
Okay.
And, with that analogy of if you hate the mother, it's 100% true, you know. But for me, I always say, even on my statuses, when I talk about step parenting and stuff, and I don't think people that are following me on TikTok follow me on Instagram, because I'm for supporting your husband and his kids, you know. I think you will be an evil person to hate a child. Like you'll have to be moloi because there's no way you can hate kids, you know. So for me, I'm respecting the fact that me and the mother or the mothers, we are not okay. I'll respect the fact that I'm not okay with Dumi, and so it's a boundary. It's a boundary situation.
Okay.
It's a boundary
not
situation.
That you hate the kids. It makes
no,
sense.
No. How, no.
Yeah.
If I hated the kids, like you're saying that you've got power over your household and your husband, if I hated the kids, nothing would happen for the kids.
Yeah.
Like if
no
support,
I had
nothing. So, no. And now that I'm a mother, I understand very well boundaries when it comes to kids.
Yeah.
Boundaries when it comes to kids. I would tell you, I don't care that you've got a kid. If I was a baby mama, I wouldn't care that you've got a kid with, you are married to my baby daddy. Just don't play around with my kids. There are boundaries to kids, and I'm respecting boundaries. Until there are set rules, say, okay, this, that. Then from there, I'll take it from there. But for now, my husband is doing what he's supposed to do. He's the father, and I'm his support, and I'm doing a great job in that.
Okay, that's understandable. Now I understand it. Now, with the Queenly situation, there was a video that you made that if she doesn't prove this in the next 24 hours, you guys will meet in court. Am I right?
I did not say that, but I said if she does not prove this in 24 hours. No, I did not. If she does not, I said she needs to prove what she's saying in 24 hours. That's what I said. I did not say if you don't that. No, I said if you need to prove this in 24 hours.
And she didn't.
Until this day. And now that I'm talking about this thing, is like, I was right. I'm like, but you're not right.
Yeah.
Even the people that are following you are actually, I don't know, to think that, Queenly said, no, Queenly did not say anything. She did not say anything. She said, I made my husband to leave a 7-month pregnant woman, to desert his woman and family and what. As if I was a side chick that came around. No.
Okay.
Laid out the whole situation.
And at the second time. Okay, now we
thinking
understand.
That now that you are coming with the ban, I'm going to
leave.
No, I'm not gonna leave. You were not part of the situation. You are not part of my life.
Will you ever leave your husband for cheating?
No. 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 Me. No.
Promise ke le re feng pelo eo na never na dipeke.
You no got it all shem. O re jona le monna ka ke mo tlogele. Na o ka itshola.
O ka se ke?
No, nna ke tlo tsamaisa ke mabaka ka mo lenyalong. Ya ke tlo tsamaisa ke tumi. And why I'm saying that is because tumunya ka position yaka, that's the thing. You're not just there to date my husband, because if you're just dating my husband, I wouldn't know about you, Tumi. Because I can't know my husband would hide you very well. Even till this day, I'll say my husband is not cheating because I don't know anything about his business. You know? If he's doing it, he's hiding it very well. And if you now are going to come out and want me to know about you, and you think that I'll pack my bag, position na gage. Tshware ya side chick, tshware ya wife. Position na gage.
Promise wa reng na?
Nna. To me, tshware corner ya gago sesi.
So when you find out that your husband is cheating, still o ke tsamaye?
Now there I'll decide. Now I'll check the merits of everything. Not to me, I said it. I enable, I'm not stuttering. Ngwanyana. Banyana ba no ba sile so ibile. You I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So mos ke husband a shelang.
100% so.
And then?
Like I'm saying, Rory, I'll give you a practical example that happened recently with... Are we allowed to speak about celebrities?
No, we're allowed. We are not...
100%.
They are celebrities for a reason.
Yeah.
They're on the public.
100%. So, Miss Annie, Real Housewives of Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Modi blocks my husband, Daraya cheater, blah, 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 blah. And then on the reunion, she said something, I'm not quoting her, along the line that her household is fine. When they asked her about the allegations of her husband cheating, then she was like, my household is fine, you know?
Miss Eddie from Real Housewives of Durban.
Of Durban, sorry.
Yeah, of Durban, yeah.
She was like, my household is fine. Like, she doesn't have any issues with her husband. She does not know about the allegations that her husband is cheating or her husband is doing whatever. Right after the reunion, receipts of her husband, they resurface on the blogs. Her husband, video calling the girl, like receipts of her husband's face and the girl in the car and blah, 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 blah. I commented on that blog. And his husband, Annie did not know. That's why she was confident to say at the reunion that her household is okay. You know, there's nothing going on.
Okay.
When you hear that, you're like, okay, I'm coming second round. Then you prove that the husband is actually cheating. Now you'll know me. I'll show you that you'll have your side chick sit for as long as I live. Not for lock, whatever. Because her husband respected her. It was as if the husband was not cheating.
Okay.
So the girl was like, no, yes, that's so happy. Then ke pake beke ke tsamaye. Okay. For what?
So are you saying you respect a side chick that is silently put in her place and not disturbing your peace at home and acknowledging that this is the wife and whatever they do, you mustn't know about it? You'd rather have that kind of side chick than having a side chick that's going to go publicly and say, hi, I'm there. And you hate that one. But the one arguing, promise, I respect you. I respect your space.
I won't say, Hore, it's this or that.
Yeah.
Side chicks, you're just not on my plate. I won't even, you're just not on my plate. If you choose in my house, that means on my husband's plate. You are not on my plate. I won't even choose, I'd rather have a side chick that wants to, no, you're just not on my plate. And the fact that you are on my husband's plate does not make you on my plate. Eja monna, untlohele. In some business in Yalin. And wives are being shamed because of all these things. And naki mokire banyana position. Omolomo nga position na gagwe. Baby mama tshwara position na gago. Side chick tshwara position ya gago. Wife tshwara position ya gago. A ska disturbana. If o teng, don't disturb my peace. Because now my husband is not disturbing my peace. I can't know my husband is not disturbing my peace. So why do you want to be known by me? That girl, why does she want to be known by Annie after Annie has decided about her marriage that we are okay and she's okay? So we're not.
Yo.
Promise.
nka hlanya, nka palama. Jesus. Promise. When at this place, Nikki upstairs, nka palama, apuki palama, ki fitla ko le godumong, ke le naked.
Ngwanyana a re ke mo monde kwa ka.
I cannot taba le ngwanyana, nna nka lata monde, I would pack my bags and leave.
Yeah.
But I think everyone has their own standards and their
100%.
own morals when it comes to such things.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who left their marriages because of cheating. There are people who, when they cheat, their marriage becomes more strong. But now, if my husband could cheat,
is he not cheating?
I don't know.
Okay.
He has never gave me that. I know a password.
And that's what I'm saying, that like what you're saying, that's what I can confidently say about my husband. Like what anyone's saying there.
Yeah.
But somebody, because you are confidently saying that, will now want to bring out your husband's businesses. Why?
I don't know if my husband is cheating because of we share phones, we share passwords. If I say let's phone, he won't say okay, wait, like we are like that.
Yeah.
So if he's cheating, then he must be really good at it.
Yeah, because also it's like cheating can happen anywhere at any time. Like when you send him to go to the shops,
if my husband would cheat on me, I would want him to marry that girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Marry her because you saw something you can't get in the house, so bring her to the house.
But do you think that men cheat because there's something wrong with you? Nah, for me, you see, if there's one thing about me, I don't internalize cheating like that. Like when people talk about cheating, I never take it back to me.
To you.
No.
It's not about you.
No. And maybe that's why I said I won't leave my household because of cheating, because I've never in my entire life saw the concept of cheating and myself. I'm seeing a concept of cheating as an inadequate man in his own right. It's got nothing to do with me. And that's why on TikTok they were saying there's this analogy that about this whole baby mama situation, that I won the battle and lost a war. But Promise won the battle and lost the war, you know? And I'm like, okay, I love the analogy. And if my marriage, how it is now, if my relationship with my husband, if my family, my kids, and us raising a family is being seen as
a battle,
it's being seen as losing a war, then can I please just win the battles? Because do you understand?
Okay.
I'm okay on the battles. If everything they're saying looks and feels like how I'm feeling now and where I am now, where we are now in our marriage, please miss me with the wars. Just give me the battles then.
You okay with the battle?
I can buy an analogy like that. Then write the battle, battle fella. And I'm advising women that if you are in such a similar situation, and Bible analogy, you are losing because now you are the married one, you are losing the battle, you are losing the war and winning the battle. Choose the battle. Hear from a horse's mouth. Choose the battle. Leave the war.
Don't you guys think that cheating is a choice? Men are tempted every day.
100%.
Aren't we tempted every day? Why is it only about men, this man, that Mamela, I see handsome guys every day of my life.
How many men actually DM you or WhatsApp you always trying to get?
I got a lot of DMs.
So it's both ways.
It's both ways.
We are being tempted when we are outside. You guys are being tempted by people wanting your attention.
100%.
Cheating is a choice.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying.
But is it a good choice?
It depends on the person. It will depend on the person. You know, Nanny, in my marriage, where we are now with my husband, it's inner work, self-work. You know, saying that as Lawrence Makunyane, who are you? What do you want? What do you stand for? You know, this whole cheatings and stuff, it's a personal choice, Yamoto. If you are not adequate yourself, if you're not happy with yourself, if you're still thinking that, oh, I can have that, that's got everything to do with your inner. How kgotsofale, how a godiswa sentle, o ntja. It's got nothing to do with me. Like, it's got nothing to do with me. Why nahe banna ba nkemisha, banna ba nshela, ba dirang, ba dirang? I know. I don't want to. I've got my husband. I've got kids. I might be tempted, but I'm not gonna cheat. Because I respect.
So you've never cheated on your
Never.
husband? You would never.
I will never cheat. I would rather leave to find that person for me to cheat. I would leave.
You spoke
I've been
about
tempted
something.
to cheat.
Oh, you've been tempted?
Yes. Yes. Especially when I was going, I was like, but it's not who I am. I'm not a cheater. I'm a lover. And that's why I publicly talk about my husband and whatever. I'm not a cheater. It's not my game.
Have you fought with your husband while you guys were married? Not before, not while he was a boyfriend, while you guys were married. Have you ever had that intention that your husband is cheating? Have you found him cheating?
I've never, like, after our marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, my husband has cheated. You mean in our marriage?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And you never left?
Here I am, Muskibla, like my husband.
So you don't see yourself leaving. You made it clear.
No, not that I don't see myself living.
Not because of cheating.
Yes, because of maybe I must put it like this. I don't see myself living because Dumi is in my husband's life. It will be Dumi is in my husband's life. My husband is telling me in my face that I'm with Dumi, and I'm finding out he's no longer taking care of me. Like a whole lot of things that will pile. Not that I won't live because of cheating, but there would be merits of even how I found out about cheating. It plays a big role.
Sure. I no promise. Okay, I think I understand you, and I don't think I'll pass. Now fail the test. Promising I fail a test dismally, so I don't think I'll manage. Because I want what belongs to me.
Fair.
Yeah, like I'm that person who'd want to brag all the time.
Fair.
So if I'm gonna brag about something that is being touched by someone else, I feel like self-esteem wise will be breaking me as my partner.
So, but then why are you attaching your self-esteem to what your husband could do? Like you're attaching your own worth, self-esteem, to what your husband could do to you. And I'm not saying that cheating, and me saying that, I'm not saying, because people will say, yeah, your husband will go around cheating and continue cheating in your marriage because you are publicly saying that. I'm publicly saying that because ultimately it's up to him. It's really up to him. I can go blue saying that, yeah, if you cheat, I'm leaving. If you cheat, I'm leaving. If you cheat, it's just go and cheat. And then? I know I will leave when I want to leave my marriage to me. I don't have deal breakers in my marriage.
Okay.
Hakena, if what's why? Because this thing, it will always be at the back of my mind. And what you constantly speak about, you give it life. Not right now, my husband, that's why now I can publicly speak about marriage. I can publicly speak about my husband because he's been a total different man. He's a total different man.
And he deserves the crown.
He deserves the crown. Just like when I was giving him the beating of, yeah, what. He deserves the crown to say, you are. And when I say beating, I don't mean physical beating. I mean
constantly.
I'm like,
as you are saying, that means are you saying women, when men do wrong things, they bash them a lot. Men are trash all the time publicly. So, but when they do good, they are not given a platform to brag about their husbands. When they do that, why we disappoint, embarrass.
100%. And I found that in myself. Before, like 2 years, maybe 2 years into our marriage, like we've been in a breeze for the past 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And what I've noticed is that I've focused so much on the bad. Like I'll never clap for my husband because he's doing good. I'll never clap for my husband because he's being the best person or whatever. But yay, wrong fella. What. So right now I just also shifted my focus. All right. Let me just look at my marriage. And from there I can about my husband, however. And I'm not saying that he's perfect. No. And a lot of people, when a woman publicly says that, yeah, just one thing for sure, I'm not as stupid. But I would rather, if I would choose a war in a battle, let me win the battles, because how my kids are being raised now, our marriage, our relationship, can I have that, please, than to be a single parent or a single mom or whatever. Nah, I was not cut out to not be married, actually. Even how Kganyago. Nah, I believe in daughter to me.
I believe in love as well.
Nah.
I believe in marriage, guys. I believe in love.
God forbid this one ends.
You move.
Again, like I'll get married. I'll not be married. I'll not be married.
Okay, so the first event that you did have of my husband this, my husband that, how did it go?
It went super well. It went so well. People got to understand who I am, especially the people that were coming from TikTok. I got to answer the question that made
They've been looking for. Are you thinking of having another event of the same sort?
Definitely, I'm gonna have more events, even events not just for wives, even for singles, for divorcees, because I want us to have like conversations that pertain to marriage. And because there are single people that want to get married, there are divorced people that are now divorced, whatever, it's just conversations of marriage. I'm about conversations, so it's just conversations around marriage.
I saw on that you spoke about sex. You had is it a sex expert? What do you call them? Is it
sex expert? Yes, from Kenya. Gertrude Mungai. Yeah.
What was she doing there? Teaching you sex positions?
When yo, I can't believe marriage na go ngwa itutla o tla tswafa dilo dia change, But you know what? I brought her and she was teaching us like sex positions, what sex is, how we need to have sex, and whatever.
Is there a way that we should have sex, honey?
One thing that she said there was that foreplay needs to be for 20 minutes. I was like,
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Refeditse 20 minutes like
So foreplay at 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Just
like,
as
no. Foreplay for 20
minutes.
And men work, and maybe because but men do work across. I was saying maybe in other countries, men, they don't really work hard because after doing all the up and down and do whatever, foreplay at 20 minutes.
Foreplay at 20 minutes, and what else?
Yes, foreplay at 20 minutes. He was talking about like the clitoris and stimulation, that the stimulation is not just inside, telling us about G-spots, that you can actually get yourself there as a woman, but you need to teach your husband how to get you there. Because some women, you'll have sex with your husband, you go to the bathroom, so he was like,
oh yeah, I had that women who do that, hey? They have sex with their husbands and then
they go,
not even husband, but partner, boyfriend, whatever, and then Toruguti Agatamang and then quickly go to the bathroom.
Yeah. DJ. At the DJ Emola. No, so she was saying for you to do that, just now, teach your husband, teach your boyfriend, teach your partner.
But how must I teach you what to do? Like, I would also not know what to do because it happens in the motion of
the thing.
Busyness of the feeling. As I'm sitting here, I would not explain to you, touch me there, because I would not know. But when you're doing it,
maybe when he's doing it, then you say, focus on that. Like, focus on that. Then next time, what
if, what if he's on top of you and it's like it's that thing, and you are like, yeah, that's the right position, but for him it's not.
No, and then we'll go to him again. To me again, and then after I come, then
sure. Justice, you were saying? Oh, I feel like
no.
I feel like women make sex about them all the time.
That's right, and that's why Kere. I think no, actually, men are the one that make sex 100%.
Sex is about men
most of the time, yeah, and that's why the intimate conversations in marriages and relationships needs to be had. I have them almost every time.
Okay, moving from that, promise. When I'm waiting, when I'm
Why?
There's a video you made that your son doesn't eat grapes.
I forgot about that.
Promise.
Do me.
Promise. Wait, your son can differentiate between the grapes that go with the grapes that go ShopRite. Like,
And I was not lying. And I was not lying. That's another thing. And I wish my nanny could answer that. Because obviously to me it will come as privacy. I'm not lying. And I'm not saying, Hore, that's how my child is. But my child, I need to actually check him now and buy different grapes. Because now grapes we buy from Woolworths,
Okay.
you know. You give him a different grape, he won't eat it. Or he will chew it and throw it away. You give him the cotton candy thing, he will eat them. And guys, it's just a child. In the next year, he'll be over these things and be eating grapes from guy. It's just a child. Kitty faces what develop. But, and then there were comments in the comment section that were saying, actually, my child does not eat like strawberries from Gai. He likes strawberries. My child does not eat milk from Gai. Those things happen. Kids
So
are
when
just,
your child eats the grapes that go with a fella.
he loves them. What should I do? He loves them. Maybe next year, kitla mrekela tsako checkers and stuff. But he really prefers them.
And according to you, the taste, is it different?
100%. I want to me 100%. Don't go. Ay, suka.
Hey,
I
promise.
place too much. Right? You need to give us something, me and you need to cut us a check.
Patong. Promise.
How did different to me? The fruits are all together and like. Yo, I caught smoke for a week.
Now?
I caught smoke
Lina,
for a week.
I don't even remember if my husband remembers. I was
Yeah.
like,
This girl.
baby, Runa Mangalo. And then we usually buy fruits from there as well. Sometimes
Yeah.
it depends on
Yeah.
where are we doing groceries that day.
The day.
So I did buy grapes
Grapes.
from Woolworths. And honestly speaking, Liana Adifeta within 2 days or so. What did that? And before we had grapes from other stores,
Yes.
but Azanga Adifeta so I wouldn't say she chooses, but yeah, there was a difference. I think.
100%. To me, it's really that. And one thing about me, I'm not a materialistic person.
Nah, you are. When you posted your husband bought you an LV pack, hey.
But I'm celebrating my husband. It's not like I'm a materialistic girl. People had this for the past 20 years. This the never full bag for the past 20 years.
How much is that bag?
35, I think.
Promises.
Somewhere. Ooh, mang.
No,
Hey,
let's not talk about me.
Hey,
Let's not
Bato.
talk about
I'll
me.
take the interview upside down now. I'll interview.
Let's not talk about me.
No, I'm not and that's where I see that people are losing. I'm not a materialistic person. The other one.
Yeah.
Now, hey, I don't do that.
Oh, you are not that.
I'm not at all. But I'm very appreciative, and anything by my husband, I'll you know.
So your
not.
husband spoils you.
My husband spoils 100%. My husband is a typical black man who works for home, works for the wife, for the kids. Typical black man.
Oh, okay. So
You know.
okay.
And but then the times have moved and we've got dreams and but he supports my dream very much.
Looks like you have a good relationship with your nanny because the way you
Okay, no.
Hayo.
Oh, to me.
Hayo.
I'm the problem. I'm interviewing people for the past 2 weeks. Yeah.
You don't have a nanny
I
anymore.
don't have a nanny. I'm looking for a new nanny. And I don't want to talk about my nanny here.
I have the best nanny in the world.
Maybe you must tell me how you do it, do me.
Nah, I she's not a nanny. She's a sister.
100%.
She's us.
Yeah.
She wakes up whenever she wants. She
How
cleans
do me?
whenever.
How so then? Do you see maybe Nagi Moshangre? Because
You set up time for her
there's a
to.
routine, yes.
What are routine? Basatlotsa manna, ke na-
Do me.
I don't have a routine.
So then it's like
My nanny, she can wake up at 10 or 11. Even when I leave the house, I can then school, then she will not clean. And then I'll go right to work, come back, find her sleeping. I don't mind.
Dimi, I'll die. No, like, I guess she came.
No, that's the thing. I don't treat her like a miracle.
Okay, then what's happening?
The kids are fine, I guess, and I don't live it, and the house is not dirty. She doesn't even clean every day. If there's what, she'll just and once in a while spring cleaning there, then we're good. You know, I don't even check. I don't check that. I don't check when does she do her washing or washing. Like I don't even ask her. Why is Liana like this? Why is Liana just like this? I leave her. Give me Liana. Like they just live their own life.
I'm gonna leave my job. I'm gonna come work for you.
If she sleeps 11 in the morning, even if I want to talk to her, I'll understand. She slept late. Then I'll be like, and then leave the house. And then I'll call her during the day. Don't be uvugile. If she cooks, she cooks.
My nannies don't cook. Nobody touches my pots in my kitchen.
Oh, she cooks. I don't know it like that. She cooks. I cook. Exchange. Like my nanny. I don't. From day one, I never made her. I never made her nanny. We drink together.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, we
once
go
in a while.
out together.
We do that. I can do that. Yeah.
So,
but not go out like partying. We will go out to restaurants with her and the kids.
We've done partying together. I left.
To me, that's your sister, Mus.
Yeah, we left my husband and we went out to a club. Got back around.
What do me wena?
We did that. We went out, and then we left the kids with my husband, and then we came back about 2 a.m. We were drunk that day, and we had fun.
No, I can't even.
And we were busy talking now. I think ever since we got to Joburg, we went out just for lunch. We haven't done club.
Yeah.
We'll have to do club one day.
With her.
So when
maybe
you wanted...
No.
routine.
Do me, I've got a whole routine of my kids and my household.
Seriously.
My mom thinks, so back at home, we've always had nannies at home. We grew up with auntie all my life, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing, because now I'm checking her now, what is my issue? Because my mother had a nanny. We've had like a house help, domestic, everything, our entire life. So what is the difference with me? But what I've learned is that my mother is like you. What you're saying is my mother. Like, but when it was like part of family.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
My mother would say, or giving me a routine and not giving the nanny a routine.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like...
That's what I do with my kid. She's in grade 4.
Yeah.
Every day, before I
Yes.
wash the dishes, put mo kitchening.
But so I think that's where I have the issue with, because for me, it's I'm taking it as nakiloko miracle waka. Like at my job,
Oh.
my boss will never say, "Don't do this job, I'll do it." You know,
Okay.
My boss will never say, "Today you cannot." No, like give miracle. Just do what you're supposed to do. Respect your word.
Do you give them off days?
Yeah, yes. Mondays, every Monday, my nanny's off, and one weekend month end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every Monday they're off because the weekends are hectic. The kids are not at school. And
So
stuff.
what I've noticed about Promise is an entrepreneur. Promise is a businesswoman. Promise is a woman that believes in her marriage, and she's pushing positivity
around marriage, not just in my marriage. Like I believe in black marriages, and I really, really believe that we can build a black nation through our marriages.
Because honestly, we have a bad mentality when it comes to marriage.
100%.
Even if you go TikTok or tola divorce, when you say divorce,
like,
and it's all people not celebrating it. But I think what is your view when it comes to marriage, ne?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying people get married while they are broken bona self, and
yes,
they end up getting married and not finding
Yeah.
or thinking they'll find themselves in the marriage.
Yeah, I think it's that, because what I've realized is that marriage mirrors you. O tlo tsena ka mo lenyalong, ke re, "Ya, ke na promise I'm coming from a good family. My dad and my mom have been married for so long. What. Ke nyala le my husband who's maybe not coming from a family that is like mine, and right? When I get in that marriage and I start living with this man, it starts to mirror a lot of things to me. We start having kids. Now, how I raise my kids, it's talking about my background, my childhood, you know, how I relate to my husband is talking to my how I was raised at home, you know. So people are just failing to adapt, and some people are actually getting divorced after having kids. Like after you are pregnant, a man starts changing or a woman starts changing, and then they divorce. It's because we fail to adapt, because we are growing, we are journeying.
It's a journey.
It's a journey that now, if now you want to go into whatever business, you know, your husband needs to adapt to the fact that my wife is no longer a podcaster, is no longer a sangoma, or not, you'll never not be a sangoma, is no longer like a businesswoman in this, you know. Now she wants to venture into this. The adapting into that. Now we want a fourth child, the adaptation into a fourth child. We fail to adapt in marriage.
Okay.
Now there's an issue. We've got financial issues. Nerebola throughout. Now my husband lost the job, lost the business, lost the car. We don't have cars anymore. Now we have to move to Mamelodi or somewhere. It's the adaptation that we are failing to do in marriages.
Okay.
That let's grow. We're going to have this. How are we going to go out of this? It's just adaptation that we are really failing to do.
Okay, all right. I saw also people started body shaming you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When you're
not
wearing,
even on my birthday.
On your birthday.
Yeah.
When you were wearing the pink dress.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
That's another thing.
Not on Instagram though.
No,
On
Instagram
it
is
was
chilled.
positive.
100%.
But on TikTok, you were bashed. People even stitching, making videos that you shouldn't have worn
100%.
this dress or your body, blah, blah, blah.
100%. So for me, and that's why I still say, people that are bashing me, the people that hate me, they want to fabricate my story. They don't know my story, you know? Because people that know me will know that you will go to the ends of the world talking about promises body or talking about promises husband cheating, promises. I don't care. I'm not shaken by it. I don't care whether you think my body looks like a green pepper. It's not like green pepper, by the way.
Green pepper.
Yes, I get green pepper. I think it's like a
So,
but body I get green pepper. You will say that until you turn blue. I will wear whatever that I want, and I will do whatever that I want with my body. Do you understand? And the reason why I'm not moved is because I understand myself. I have a business that I've put on hold. It's called Rem Mom Clothing. It's actually, I took out like 2 collections out of it. That was it's a mom body inspired collection, clothing. After the birth of my 2 kids, I had back-to-back pregnancies, right? So before my body could adjust back to like its normal body, I was pregnant again. And then I was nursing. And that's how now I'm having a mom body, you know. I must just work on my body or go and do a lipo or something, you know. So those are the things that people are using stuff that you've already taken out there against you. Like I have a whole clothing line called Rem Mom, which is a mom body inspired clothing line. So they do nothing. And I love it. They need to press there because I don't want them to press where it hurts. Okay. They must just be in the blind and be pressing those things. That's
and
good.
your husband, how does he feel with all the trends? Is he a social media person?
No, he's not. My husband
But does these things get to him? And with all the fights involving him, does he get the news and how does he feel about it?
My husband is a businessman, a serial businessman. My husband is the business behind Promise Makunyane, the brand, and he's the business behind My Husband This, My Husband That. He's actually the executive producer of my show. Because people were asking, where's the husband? I'm like, you won't see my husband. My husband is about cutting the checks on these things that you guys are talking about. Do you understand? Yeah. So for my husband, it's just about that. He's like, okay, it's trending. Are we cutting checks now? No. Okay, let it trend. Where it involves money, that's where my husband is. So he does the sales and the deals and everything that pertaining to my brands.
Okay, so he's the man behind.
He's the mind behind. He's the business behind. Now I'm the talent. He's the business behind.
That's
so
nice.
he saw the trending and everything. People are sending him. He's like, guys, are we cutting checks or what? Or are we laughing? I'm not gonna laugh like.
Have you ever fought
With my husband?
because of maybe how you end up retaliating on social media, how you retaliated about the Rolex, Lerato, Kganyago, Queenly, and the rest, have you guys ever fought in the house and it feels like, promise, but you're not listening to me, stop this.
Yeah, it's like you're him actually. Or you say you're not listening to me. Yeah, you say, why? Like, sit down now. When I'm trending, sit down. Why are you trending? Okay, out of this thing, what are you getting? Like, why are you still going back and forth with this thing? You know. So my husband is like that. He'll be saying, there we go again. Like even when I was saying 24 hours and people were saying I'm gonna sue someone, what. My husband was like, I'm not gonna waste my resources on a TikTok feud. I'm not gonna call my lawyer because of a TikTok feud. You know, just let it die down. Let it die down.
Something else will trend again tomorrow.
Something else will trend again. As long as you're still trending and not cutting checks, I'm not part of the trending. But now that we are cutting checks,
I'm part of it. What is your advice when it comes to women that are married? What would you like to say to them?
Like, cover your homes. A lot of women are looking at you like this. They want to shame you, but they want exactly what you have. Just cover your homes, stick by your man, stick by your family, especially when you have kids. Né? You will need to understand that now the marriage is not just about you and your husband, that I can have a deal breaker. When you break it, I'm going, no. What about the kids? Like, really, what about the kids? Now my husband is a hands-on dad, you know. It will break, like, I don't even want to imagine, you know. So, stick by your man, stick by your family, go to therapy, very important, go to therapy, do inner work, do inner healing, like have a relationship coach. We actually have a relationship coach, you know.
What's a relationship code?
Like someone when we've got like fights and stuff like that, that does not really need psychology, we'll go to that person to mediate us. Yeah. Invest in that in your marriage. Like, in marriage, you don't always see eye to eye. So they always have to be like a middle person to say, promise, no. Lawrence here. Because what? We want to stay married. And God willing, we'll stay married.
Because what I've noticed in a marriage is that when two people, me, I'm married to you and we're having an argument, but if a third person comes and say, no, promise, you are wrong, 1, 2, 3. Even if I said it the same way that he said it, but for the fact that it's being said by that person, you will listen.
That's true.
Why?
Because when I point, my word must remain. So when somebody comes as a third person to say no, you were wrong, you actually hear that you were wrong. So it's important for you to actually bring in the third person, which is like a coach or even a therapist can actually mediate your fights. Because it's easy to walk out of marriage. Like now, it's fashionable to walk out of marriage. Marriage is no longer fashionable. Single parenthood is
it's
fashionable.
Sexy, it's fun.
It's sexy. It's independent. Boss babe. And I don't blame them. It's because men have disappointed them.
Yeah.
We're not like disappoint, you know? And like they were like, what can we do? Let's just make it fashionable. But is it really what we should be doing as women? No. Men should be our providers. Men should be there as our heads, taking care of the kids. We should be raising kids in a family unit. You know, that's the truth of the matter. But because of the disappointment, women are raising children alone, you know?
Yeah, they've been hurt. They've been disappointed.
They've been disappointed. And countless
also
of times.
Men have also been hurt
100%.
and disappointed. So it's
By
vice
women,
versa.
it's vice versa,
It's just that men, when they moved out of the marriage and they're now living happily ever after, they don't speak about it. They just move. See, now we want to embrace it. Oh, I left my marriage. I left my toxic marriage.
I can do it.
I can do it with myself, by myself. So I feel like Rona, we want to put it out there.
Yeah.
So when it comes to business, what is your advice to entrepreneurs and people that are starting their business? What would you say to young girls or anybody out there?
So business-wise, I'm not like a business person, you know.
Business expert,
yeah. Like I'm not even, you know, I'm trying. Okay. But what I would like to say is that do something. Whether it's business on social media, whatever, do something for yourself together, whether you're married or not married, just do something for yourself and don't give up.
How do you feel when people say you're chasing clout? I've seen that a lot. But you're chasing clout, you're chasing fame.
Fame does not pay the bills. Guys, like You see, if you think that I'm famous and I'm not cutting the checks, then I'm not, I'm not even there. Fame, I don't want fame. I want money. I want money out of this. I want the money out of this mainstream media, out of this social media. That's just that. If there is money and I can see that the background, I'll do that. Like, what is fame? Fame. Are you joking? Are you joking?
It doesn't pay the bills.
It does not pay the bills.
Okay, well, guys, promise. Thank you very much for coming, and I wish you nothing but the best on your businesses, and just send him your thingy, your
reality show.
Also, please invite me to one of your events.
Please,
the next speak. Coming what speaker sa pressure.
The next one will be big. So yeah,
I'm coming definitely. Please let me know. I'll be part of it, but not as a speaker. A normal person.
Sometimes what you're saying, sometimes you must just embrace who you are. But they started podcasts more, YouTube more. They still taking. You need to just accept that you're not just normal. Wherever space that you're gonna go in, you'll always come on top.
I think
you need to accept that. And this podcast of yours, no. It should be proof.
Thank you.
That you are there at the back of G.
I'm within.
You are within, and you are the first woman actually.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My husband actually loves G. My husband loves him a lot. So when you say that, I'm like, hey,
yeah.
He's
got a G female version of G.
Oh yeah,
like he's got something.
He's got something. I gave him something out of what he likes.
Yes, 100%.
So thank you very much. And I had that problem that people, when they look at this podcast, they wanted me to talk about spirituality and all that, because I'm a sangoma.
Even seeing you live, I forgot that you're a sangoma.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Promise, I am. Guys, thank you very much. Promise, thank you for coming. Wish you nothing but the best. Remember, in everything you do, please pray.
Thank you.
All the time. Whatever you believe in, do it 10 times.
Yeah.
Whether you're a witch,
whether
you believe in ancestors, whatever you believe in life, just do it.
Put it
with all your might.
Pressure.
Whether you believe in a stone, it will work for you. Whatever
100%.
whatever you believe in. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't just watch. Luna lang frustrated. Luna lang stressa. Luna lang tshwarisa high blood. Luna lang tshwarisa anxiety. Lo lebella fela. Why let us all? Subscribe and make sure you subscribe. Don't just watch. Thank you very much, guys.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I was about to say they need to watch my reality show before they go and fabricate my stories.
Oh yes, where do we find it?
YouTube. My husband this, my husband that. You can also
it's on that. So when we go to YouTube, we search my husband this, my husband that.
100%. Or across all my
social
link
media
on bio. Yeah, promise_Makunyane both on TikTok and Instagram. But then if you search my husband this, my husband that on YouTube or searching Mrs. Law, you'll find
Law as in LAW.
MRSLAW Lawrence.
My dad, they call him the Law.
Why? Ramulao.
Yeah, they call him the Law, especially the wife, my stepmom.
Also, your dad is not with your mom.
No, they broke up.
I saw your dad on your show.
Yeah, you're gonna see him. I think it's time I interview my dad.
Actually,
yes. I'll think about it.
Bring your dad.
Thank you very much, guys. This is the Venting Podcast. Everyone is allowed to come to vent. We talk. We're having fun. Thank you. Mwah. I love you.